Hey everybody, today's question comes from a mom in San Diego. Here's what she wrote. My daughter's in middle school. Not every day, but quite often she comes home in a really bad mood. I ask her how her day was and she says, fine. I ask her what she's learning at school and she says, stuff. I ask her what's wrong and she looks at me with this look and says, nothing. I feel like I am the most annoying person in the world to her these days. I'm afraid she feels like she can't talk to me and that I'm not going to know what's going on in her life. Any suggestions for what I can do, because I love her with all my heart and really want us to be close. Middle school, kids coming home from school, it's hard, they're stressed, they're overdone. And honestly, what they need and the best way to connect with them, which is kind of paradoxical, is to zip it. That they don't want to talk, they don't want to answer our questions, they don't want to have to explain things about things that aren't happening in the moment. And the reason why is because of their brain. It's not who they are, it's truly because their brain is overdone. So let me give you a little overview of the brain. And in this post, I've got some links to other stuff that'll give you more information. This is just a quick and dirty. So what you want to understand is that your brain actually has three brains inside of it. You've got your human brain, you've got your middle brain, which is your limbic brain or your reptile or your mammal brain, and then you've got your reptile brain. And they all have very different functions. And the goody brain, the extra brain, is your human brain. And that's the brain that your kids are using all day long while they're at school. And that's the brain that allows them to use language and to be rational and to be appropriate when they're in social situations and to do all the things that the people around them need them to do. So they're working really hard all day and their brain, the energy is draining. So by the time they get home, what happens is they're not human anymore. They flip their lid, there's no human part online, and they're just these little mammals. And the mammal brain doesn't have language. It doesn't know and it doesn't want to talk about what happened during the day and it doesn't want to explain things. What it wants is just to feel felt. It wants connection, but it wants that in a much more non-verbal way. So here's what you can do in those moments to really nurture your child. You want to get her physical nourishment, a snack, and you want to get her emotional nourishment. And what that might mean for her is space. Just time to decompress. Maybe she goes outside, maybe she does some art, maybe she listens to music, maybe she wants to be with you but quiet, or maybe she does want to be alone for a little while. Either way, giving her what she needs in those moments is such a gift. And my experience in this, because I talk about this a lot with parents, is that by a parent giving the child what she needs in those moments and meeting her where she wants to be met, that patience pays off. That by not asking the question, ultimately you get way more information. So it's really a great experiment to run. So this week, I want you to really play with this. I want you to notice, am I a question asker? And if so, I'm going to play with not asking questions after school. And I'm just going to see what happens. Over the course of the evening, do I get more from my kids? And then just see what happens. So I want you to tell us what you're going to do down on the comments. And then I want you to try it. And then I want you to come back and tell us how it went. Because I really think if you give this a shot, you're going to see that it totally works. So I'll see you next week.